Hello. On today's episode of the Comics Panel, we're going to be talking about the death of superhero characters. All right.
Death.
The death of superhero characters and or villains. It can be any comic character.
Yep.
What's your favorite? Or least favorite?
The most enjoyable one I had, not because I don't like him, because I do like him, Superman's death. Great fight scene.
Absolutely.
Them going toe-to-toe, and Superman gets the last shot, takes Doomsday out, and then asks Lois, did I get it? And she goes, yeah, you did. And he goes, okay, I'm done. Which we know he didn't die.
Yeah.
But it was still...
Nobody ever truly... Well, a couple do truly die.
True, but it was great to see that fight. It was a classical fight. They're going toe-to-toe,
absolutely.
streets, buildings are coming down, and he takes them out. And then he says, my job is done. So that was great.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What about you?
Well, one just came to mind, but I'm not going to go with that one because I took Grogan's original one, which is The Death of Phoenix X-Men, Uncanny X-Men 137. I read it in a reprint, and it's just a great story of, how the Imperial Guard and the X-Men stopped the Phoenix.
Yeah, excellent stuff. I mean, the whole idea with Cyclops and, Professor X there, and she gets zapped and she's gone.
In the reprint issue, I thought it was interesting because they had a story about the original ending, and she was going to live, and they talked about John Byrne disliking the character and Chris Claremont liking the character. And
they had an alternate cover or something.
Backstory that was in the reprint had Phoenix, where she's just like, with the Firebird coming out, she's standing up there, and they had a back issue in the storyline. They just interview, I think, I forget who the interview was with, but they talked about that, and it's been done in a hardback book too as well. That reprint story with the interview.
Absolutely. Definitely pivotal storyline that went through practically every Marvel comic since.
Sure.
I know the fans were pissed off at Byrne for that, and he'd get right back to him, which I thought was funny. I read that in History
That's
of
the
Marvels.
way it goes.
So.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. What was great about that issue was... What's that? I'm right here. Was I too far back, sir? Okay, I wasn't far back. The great thing about that issue was that everybody fought for Jean.
Yeah.
Everybody knew that there was a good chance
and they lost.
that they would die. And one of the best scenes was Gladiator going against Colossus.
Colossus, yeah.
And they're just punching each other as they're falling out of a building, and they still kept
everything
punching.
just crushes everything down.
And then you see a shadow, and you're like, could it be Colossus? And then you find out it's
Gladiator.
not.
Yeah.
And then Wolverine gets bested. Nightcrawler gets bested.
Does, yeah.
And then at the end, you had Jean and Scott coming out full punch, knocking as much as they could to the final end. That's what makes that a great comic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the fighting and the family.
Well, my favorite probably is the death of Captain Marvel.
Good issue.
Really great story. Jim Starlin did it. Captain Marvel, or Marvel at the time, they were doing different things. Big pivotal character in the Marvel universe, especially with the Kree-Skrull War and all that stuff going on through Avengers for a long, long time. And, he dies of cancer. He doesn't even die in battle or anything like that, which is not so good for a Kree warrior, but still, really, really great storyline. Just well done.
And a great
Comics
character.
at its best. Yeah, great character.
I mean, he fought for Earth.
Oh, yeah. It's more or
took
less
on
his
our
adopted
ways.
planet
Yep.
type of thing. Definitely all throughout the Avengers and Fantastic Four comics, all over the place. Great character, and they kept him dead, so...
Now.
There's Son of Captain Marvel and blah, blah, blah. Years later, but, he was gone for a while.
Starlin, great. He's great.
Yeah.
I love him. Okay, do you think we about nailed it?
I think that's about it. I'm sure there's other characters that...
we'll save it for the Halloween episode.
That's true. Yeah, the ones we want to see come back.
Yes, yes. Well, if you get tired of the same old story, please turn some comic book pages and leave any comments in the box below.
And like us on Facebook.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Thank you.